Well, Kieran, it's the eve of Newcastle United's first semi-final for 18 years. How would you say the group are feeling ahead of it?
No, the group are feeling fine. It's been a positive season so far, and we know how big this game is. For the club, for the supporters, and for ourselves. So yeah, we want to go in that first game, the first leg, with that winning mentality to get the win.
Looking purely at the league table, you're third, Southampton are bottom. Will that have any bearing whatsoever on these two games?
No, I don't think it will. I think the games that we've had against Southampton in the past have been difficult. They've had some good results in the cup and in the league as well. So we know it's going to be a difficult game. They've got some great players, but we need to be on it. We need to take in what the manager wants, his game plan, and execute that on Tuesday.
And you've played in semi-finals before, a World Cup semi-final, a Euro semi-final, a Champions League semi-final, a Carabao Cup semi-final. Are those experiences things that you can be passing on to the other players who haven't experienced those kinds of things?
No, definitely, because myself and maybe a couple of other players in the team have been in this situation before, so we know how to handle the pressures, the build up to the game. And myself, ever since I first arrived, I've always said I wanted to help the players around me. And this game's going to be no different. But I think the lads are fine. The lads are experienced enough. They played in some big games themselves. So this is another game where we need to be focused and relaxed, and we are.
I guess you've had mixed experiences in semi-finals. Won a couple, lost a couple. This one over two legs. Tell us about your experiences of having to play over two legs and just kind of how you have to prepare for them.
Yeah, sometimes it's all about game management as well. I've played in Champions League semi-finals, and we've been 2-0 down before against Ajax away, and then we win away 3-1 it was. But it's just about game management. It's all about you can't be rushing into things because it's two games. You got to manage situations, which we will, and be patient. That's the most important thing. We've got to be patient in the game, and hopefully the chances will come.
Obviously, personally, you got a taste of winning silverware with Atletico a couple of years ago as well. Has that made you hungry for even more?
100%. And obviously, I'm 32, but I had great experiences in Spain to win the league. The way we won the league, the challenges that we had that season, and this season is no different. It's going to be some challenges. There's going to be moments in the game where we need to stick together, and it's a great opportunity for us to reach the final. Like you said, the club's not been in a final for so long. So Dan Burn and Sean Longstaff always remind us of that and what it means to the supporters and themselves, because they're big Newcastle fans. So we know how much it means as a team and as a club to try and reach the final.
And is that helpful that you get an understanding of just what it does mean to the supporters as well? You're not kind of disconnected from that. You've really got a sense of a lot of these supporters, probably most of them have never seen Newcastle United win a cup. Even some have never seen them get to a final before.
No, definitely, and it's important. You have like homegrown lads there, Bernie and Longy and a lot of the staff members as well, who try and drill it into the players what it means to the club, to the supporters to reach a final, what it would mean to actually win a trophy at this club. But we need to take it a game at a time. We know how much this means to the club, to us players especially, to try and put on a performance over the two legs to get into the final.
And as much as it is a huge game, or they're both huge games, you've got a manager in Eddie Howe who's already said the mentality going into this game won't actually be any different to any normal game. Is that a key thing to just keep a level head? No,
definitely, because it's a semi-final. You can't overthink things. You can't think too much. We've got to take it as a normal game. Obviously, from the outside, there might be a lot of noise, but internally we've just got to be focused, be relaxed, and as you said, and the managers just take it as a normal game, and that's all we can do. If people build it up, then we've just got to stay focused, and like I said, keep it internal. What we need to do.
As a team and as a backline, you must go into the games full of confidence, bearing in mind you haven't conceded a goal in such a long time, particularly in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's been a great run for us defensive players, and Popey as well, who's been unbelievable. But the most important thing, it starts from the front. It starts from Will. So Alex, whoever's starting, the team defends very well from the front all the way to the back. So I think everybody deserves huge credit for the amount of goals that we're not conceded. So it is always important going into big games like this, but like I said, it's over two legs, and like I said before, we need to manage the game well and be focused at every moment.
Scoring goals has been a little bit more of a problem over the last 3-4 games. but you're creating chances, aren't you? You've got a sense that you'll have no problems once one of them goes in.
Yeah, I'd be worried if we wasn't creating chances, but we are. Over the past 4 games, all right, we've scored 1 goal, but the most important thing we are creating chances. We are getting shots off, but it's been an unbelievable season for us. We can't think too much into that. We are creating chances. We are getting the bodies there, but we have full confidence in the lads to put the ball in the back of the net. So. This is another big game, and hopefully we can create chances and start being more clinical and scoring more goals.